Hello everyone. Airbay connects people who want to sell or purchase their airline tickets. And we see there's a problem right now. So let's meet Bob. Bob is someone who purchased airline tickets but recently changed his travel plans. Bob has no insurance, he has no refund options, these are not business class tickets. So it means Bob has lost his ticket money. Fortunately for Bob, Airbay connects Bob to Alice. And Alice is someone who'd love to purchase these tickets for a reasonable amount of money. In order for this trade to happen, Airbay collaborates with a network of airlines. So when Alice decides to buy Bob's ticket, Airbay changes the name of the ticket from Bob to Alice. So how does it work? When a ticket is placed on our market, this price is derived from two things. First, it's a Bob's refund, which is a fraction from his original ticket price, and it's a name change fee, which is the amount of money you have to pay to airline to make this transaction happen. As the market price is always higher, the difference is the discount that Alice would receive. Okay, there's another actor we have to address here, because only if we can prove that there's a clear financial benefit to airline, this cooperation can happen. So by collaborating with us, we can offer an airline to increase their revenues. I mentioned name change fee, but in addition to that, there's ancillary revenues. These are income from priority boarding and sales on board. But there's another thing. There are many factors that can affect this cooperation, and we address many of them, and we have solutions to them. But not only we have solutions, we already have approval from two people, from two revenue analysts in two airlines, that these solutions would actually help and would solve these problems. Okay, what's our sales strategy? So from one side, we need to make people to sell their tickets, right? So in order to do it, we'll have a website, and website will work as a platform. On the other side, we need people to buy these tickets. And again, we'll have a website. But more importantly, we'll collaborate with online travel agencies and meta search engines such as Skyscanner and Kayak and use their service to sell our tickets. And this is another benefit to airlines. Because if we have a lower price ticket and if we can outbid the next best alternative, airline can get new customers. Okay, who are we? We are a team of 5 people. We have 2 business people, 1 marketeer, and 2 software engineers. But in addition to that, we already have a board of advisors, and these are people who have massive experience in the field. And the last question I would like to answer is, how far are we right now? At the moment, we already have 1 potential airline as our partner. And our next steps is to gradually finish our product. And by the end of the year, you'd be happy to have already a couple airlines in cooperation with us. Thank you, and I'm open for questions.
Hi, first of all, I think you had very nice visuals in the presentation. Congrats
Wasn't
on
done
that.
by me, but thank you.
Very good. So my question is a bit more conceptual. So from personal experience, I'm wondering how are you getting these tickets on the site? Because if I am uncertain about my flight a long time before I take off, I most likely will either not buy a ticket in the first place or buy one that's flexible for me, which a lot of airlines offer nowadays. And on the other hand, if I know that I miss my flight on a very short notice, like a day or hours before the flight, how will you be able to sell this in that time?
Obviously, this plan doesn't apply to tickets for the situations when it's close to flight, right? But when you have addressed the situation when you have lots of time and you bought a ticket, there's many reasons why you might change your plans. And to be honest, many tickets does not offer the service to get any even sort of refund. That's what I mentioned in the beginning. If you don't have a business class ticket, most of the airlines doesn't give you any refund. So we would target these people. So if you have a long time of period, and in the middle period you decided like change your travel plans, we will pursue these people and kind of persuade them to put their tickets on the market.
Well, I think it's a great idea. I fly a lot and I waste a lot of tickets. But do you have to have relationships with each airline for this to work?
Yes.
And if so, can you talk to Ryanair and EasyJet? Is that going to be possible?
Okay, first answer is yes, we have, because obviously because of legal reasons, no third party can work on behalf of the passenger. These are the simply kind of restrictions at the moment. Answer the second question, EasyJet is not actually that of a bad example. Well, in case of EasyJet, you have to pay £100 to change the passenger's name, but our business case works even if, in some cases, to pay up to £300 for a name change. So, like, Ryanair could be a good partner.
Do you have more data about how many tickets go unused?
Yeah. We've looked at, originally we want to pursue Europe because of the similar regulations and business practices. And in Europe, the average no-show rate, of course it depends on many factors, average no-show rate of flight is 5%. And this is something like 60 million people a year. Well, of course, not all of them apply because some miss their flights, but there definitely is a big chunk of people we can address.
Do you have time for one more question?
Yeah, you said you were talking to a couple airlines and we're getting kind of positive feedback from them. I was just wondering if you could talk through some of the things that they were telling you. Like, how does this fit into their model? Why does it make them happy?
Okay, whenever we pursued any employees from airline or former employees, we are pursuing three types of people. IT people, revenue analysts, and people from legal department. And what we did, before we went to talk with them, we already in our minds addressed what is the potential questions they might ask, right? So by the end of our conversations, for us, we wanted to find out whether there is any barriers we cannot overcome. So, and the reason why I mentioned these two people is that we have addressed many issues and barriers and problems, but there's none yet we have found that would stop us from continuing pursuing this idea.